In this tutorial we're going to look at how to set up your email account in Outlook, Microsoft Outlook. The version I'm using here is Outlook 2010, but there are also Outlook 2007, Outlook 2013, but the settings will be very similar. Okay, so the way of doing things will be very similar. So we would have sent you your email account details, and so if you want to set your email account up in Outlook, what you need to do is open Outlook up, click on the File tab here, or if you're using an earlier version of Outlook, at the top you'll have a Tools option, and you need to click on Tools and go down to Accounts. Okay, but this is 2010, so click on File, and then we need to go to Account Settings here. Okay, and then we go to on the Email tab. If you click New, this will bring up the options to start adding your email information. Now what you want to do is click on the button that says Manually Configure. Okay, and then Next. It's going to give you a few options here. Leave it on Internet Email. Okay, and then is the information to put your email settings in. Okay, so your name, this is the display name that people will see when they receive emails from you. Okay, so you might want to put your first name or your first name and last name, and then in the email address, put your email address. So I'm just using a demo account here. Now the account type, we've got POP3 or Imap. Okay, so I'm just going to give a brief description of both of these. So POP3, when you set your email account up as POP3, this will basically download all the email from the mail server to your PC. Okay, so, and it will remove it off the mail server, or it will remove it after a few days. Okay, so the only copy of your email is then on your PC. The benefit of this is you're not restricted by any storage space on the mail server. You're only restricted by the storage space on your computer, which is usually fairly large. So if you're only going to be ever checking your email account from one computer or one device, then POP3 is a good option to have. Okay, so Imap basically leaves all of the email on the mail server. Okay, and so what it does, it synchronizes the email from your computer to the mail server. So it's always reading on the mail from the mail server. The benefit of this is you can have your email set up on multiple devices. Say for example, a computer, a tablet, a phone, a laptop. You could have it set up on all these 4 devices, and the email will be displayed on all of them the same. So when you send an email from your computer, yeah, that email will also show up in the sent items of your tablet, yeah, and vice versa, yeah. So that's the benefit of Imap, but then you are restricted by the storage that you've got on the mail server. Okay, so we give 1 GB of storage included in your account, but if you want to upgrade, then we can just let us know how much you want to upgrade by, and we can give you a price. But Imap is the most flexible in the best way, but like I say, you are restricted. Okay, in this example I'm going to set it up as Imap. Okay, so within the email settings, the email we sent you, we've included in there what you need to put in these boxes. So the incoming mail server, you'll put in mailserver.webspeed.co.uk, mailserver.webspeed.co.uk, and the outgoing server will be the same. The outgoing is SMTP server. The username, you will need to put in your full email address for the username. Okay, and the password will be the one we sent you. Okay, then you need to click on the More Settings button, and go across to the Advanced tab. Okay, this is the correct port for Imap 143, so these ports are correct. You just need to change the encryption type to TLS here, and also here to TLS. So change the encryption types to those. If you're using an older version of Outlook or different mail software, sometimes they might not have the TLS option available. In that case, just leave it blank, because the server will use TLS by default anyway. But if you change those to TLS and then click OK, and oh yeah, sorry, more settings. What we need to do is also on the Outgoing Server tab, you need to put a tick in My Outgoing Server requires authentication, and you can leave a dot in Use same settings as my incoming mail server. Okay, so on this More Settings option, yeah, on the Advanced tab, we need to make sure TLS is set up. Yeah, incoming port 143, outgoing port 25. This is for Imap. If you're using POP3, then your incoming port will be 110. Yeah, and then on the Outgoing Server tab, just put a tick in there and make sure you use same settings as my incoming mail server. Once done, click OK. Now you can test the account settings. Just click Test, and we should have 2 green ticks. Okay, and then that's done. Click Next, and then Finish, and my account's in there. Okay, so when you set it up as Imap, it normally adds a separate folder for all your details. Okay, so here's the account we've just set up, and that's how to set up your email in Outlook 2010.